So who's in my Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, class of 2003? Up first, Butch Reed. The natural Butch Reed was a powerhouse wrestler with raw strength. When he was in the WWF, he shot straight to the main event, headlining the first Survivor Series. And of course, who can forget about his successful run as one half of Doom? He's a former tag champion and made both PWI's years list, ranked 174 as a single star and 91 as a tag team with Ron Simmons as Doom. Up next, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Another legend known for his power. He's also a solid tag wrestler, finding success with the Varsity Club and Terry Gordy. He's a former World Tag and U.S. Tag Champion. He's won PWI's Most Improved Wrestler and Tag Team of the Year with Terry Gordy awards. Ranked number 8 in PWI's Top 500 in 1991, and was ranked number 78 in the PWI Year List rankings for singles wrestlers. And on this channel, he was number 8 in our top 10 in 1988. Up next, Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream, the son of a plumber, the common man. While he didn't have the typical wrestler's body, it never held him back. He's a former World, US, TV, and 6-man tag champion. Former Bunkhouse Stampede winner, WCW Hall of Famer. He won PWI's Wrestler of the Year twice, Most Popular Wrestler of the Year 3 times, Match of the Year twice versus Harley Race and Ric Flair in a cage, and Feud of the Year with Nikita Koloff and the Road Warriors against the Four Horsemen awards. He was ranked 193 in PWI's Top 500 in 2001. He was ranked number 11 in PWI's Years list of singles wrestlers. And he was ranked twice in PWI's Years list of tag teams. Number 76 with Magnum TA and number 88 with Manny Fernandez. On this channel, he's a former Top Wrestler champion and was in our top 10 3 years in a row, ranking number 1 in 1987 and number 10 in 1988 and 89. And of course, when a wrestler has been Top Wrestler champion, in the top 10, and in the Hall of Fame, he joins the exclusive Triple Diamond Club. Up next, Earthquake. Earthquake. The massive Earthquake blasted on the scene and instantly found himself in the main event facing Hogan. After their feud, he would find success with tag team partner Typhoon as the Natural Disasters. He's a former tag champion. PWI awarded him the Most Hated Wrestler of the Year and was ranked 40th in the PWI Top 500 in 1992. On our page, he was number 8 in the top 10 of 1992. Up next, Farouk. Ron Simmons was a football All-American before stepping into the ring. He became the first ever black WCW World Champion. In addition to his success as a singles wrestler, he was also part of a number of successful tag teams and groups such as Doom, the Nation of Domination, and the APA. He's a former World, Tag, and US Tag Champion. PWI awarded him the Most Inspirational Wrestler of the Year. He was ranked number 20 in PWI's Top 500 in 1992, and he made both PWI Years list, number 108 as a singles wrestler, and number 91 as a tag team with Butch Reed and Doom. On this channel, he has made the top 10 twice. He was number 1 in 92 and number 5 in 99. Up next, the Great Muta. Muta is a legendary and influential Japanese wrestler. He's a former World, Tag, and TV champion. He's a former Battle Bowl winner. He was ranked number 3 in PWI's Top 500 in 2002, and he was ranked number 25 in PWI's Years list. On our page, our channel, he was in the top 10 in 1992 at number 5. Up next, Honky Tonk Man. This Elvis impersonator was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever and one of the most hated wrestlers ever. In addition to being a former IC champion, PWI ranked him at 159 in their top 500 in 1992. Up next, Jimmy Garvin. He now joins his brother in the Hall of Fame. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin is a proud Freebird. He's a former tag, US tag, and six-man tag champion. In 1992, PWI ranked him 61 in their top 500, and then ranked him at 150 in their years list. On this channel, he's a former top wrestler champion. Up next, Koko B. Ware. The Birdman was wildly popular and is best known for his bird companion Frankie. He was ranked 406 in PWI's years list of singles wrestlers. Up next, Larry Zbyszko, the living legend. Zbyszko made his name by turning on mentor Bruno Sammartino in brutal fashion. After this former world champion retired, he made the transition to color commentary. He's a former world, tag, TV, and Western States Heritage Champion. PWI awarded him Match of the Year versus Sammartino in a cage, Most Hated Wrestler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Tag Team of the Year with Arn Anderson awards. In 1991, PWI ranked him number 38 in their top 500. And PWI ranked him in their years list of singles wrestlers at number 105. Up next, the loose cannon, Brian Pillman. Early on, Pillman was known for his fast pace and high flying ability. But as time went on, he became more unpredictable and unstable. The loose cannon. A shocking example of this was when he pulled a gun on former partner Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's a former member of the Hart Foundation, and with Pillman's induction, the entire stable is now in my Hall of Fame. He unfortunately passed away at a very young age. He's a former tag, US tag, and light heavyweight champion. And in PWI's years list of singles wrestlers, he was ranked at 84. Up next, Lord Alfred Hayes. He's a former wrestler, but modern fans probably know him best as commentator and interviewer. His style and mannerisms always brought with him an air of class and prestige. PWI awarded him Most Inspirational Wrestler of the Year award. Up next, Thesz. Thesz is a true legend of our sport. He was the last wrestling shooter and was the last globally recognized world champion. After his prime, he would go on to train the next generation of grapplers and serve on numerous wrestling committees. He is a former world champion. PWI awarded him the Stanley Weston Award, and he was inducted into WCW's Hall of Fame. Up next, Michael P.S. Hayes. Michael Hayes was the only person to be in the Fabulous Freebirds from the beginning to end. After his in-ring career had wound down, he became a commentator and interviewer. He's a former tag, US tag, US, and six-man tag champion. PWI awarded him Tag Team of the Year, Freebirds. He was ranked number 56 on PWI's Top 500 in 1992. And he was ranked twice in PWI's Years list. Number 71 as a singles wrestler, and number 3 as a tag team with Freebird Terry Gordy. On this channel, he has made the top 10 in 1989, coming in at number 9. Up next, Mr. Fuji, the devious one. Though he started as a wrestler, most modern fans know him as a manager. He had great success as a manager, leading Demolition to the tag titles and Yokozuna to the world title, as well as those hilarious Fuji Vice segments with Don Morocco. And he never had a shortage of salt. He's a former tag champion, and PWI ranked him on the year's list of singles wrestlers at number 445. Up next, One Man Gang. Few were as big and bad as One Man Gang. He's probably best remembered as Akeem, the African Dream, even though it was a brief run under this name. He's a former US champion, and PWI ranked him on their year's list of singles wrestlers at number 312. Up next, Paul Roma, high-flying, technically sound, tag team specialist, Horseman. He's a former tag champion. PWI awarded him the Most Improved Wrestler of the Year award and was ranked number 434 on PWI's year's list of singles wrestlers. On this channel, he has been placed in the top 10 3 times, twice at number 10 in 87 and 90, and at number 5 in 94. Up next, Robert Gibson. Half of the legendary tag team, the Rock and Roll Express, his partner Ricky Morton, has already been inducted. He's a former tag champion. He has been ranked in both PWI's years list, number 99 as a singles and number 4, with Morton, as a tag team. On this channel, he has been ranked in our top 10, coming in at number 9 in 1987. Up next, Scott Hall, the bad guy. Rose to stardom as Razor Ramon in the WWF. Then he changed the wrestling landscape when he joined WCW and formed the NWO. He's a former tag, Intercontinental, US, and TV champion. He won the World War III Battle Royal in 97. PWI awarded him the Match of the Year, ladder match versus HBK, Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, and Tag Team, Outsiders, of the Year awards. He was ranked number 7 in PWI's Top 500 in 1994, and was ranked 3 times on the PWI Years list. Number 72 as a singles wrestler, number 40 as a tag team with Kevin Nash, and number 98 as a tag team with Kurt Hennig. On this channel, he has held the top wrestler title 7 times. He has also been in our top 10 twice, number 1 in 1994 and number 7 in 96. That qualifies him to be a part of the Triple Diamond Club. And finally, he is the head of the class of the 2003 Hall of Fame. Up next, Scott Steiner. Went from being a collegiate All-American wrestler to the big bad booty daddy. He has dominated both divisions of wrestling. Started off with his brother Rick, also a Hall of Famer. The Steiner brothers is considered to be one of the best teams ever. Then he found success as a singles wrestler. He's a former World Tag, US Tag, and TV champion. He's a WCW Triple Crown champion. Him and Rick won the Pat O'Connell Memorial Tag Team Tournament. PWI awarded him Match of the Year, Steiners versus Luger and Sting, Tag Team of the Year, twice with his brother Rick, and Most Improved Wrestler of the Year awards. He was ranked number 6 in PWI's Top 500 in 1991, and was ranked on both PWI's years list. Number 77 as a singles wrestler, and number 2 as a tag team, Steiners. On this channel, Scott has been in the top 10 6 times. Number 3 in 90, number 7 in 91, number 7 in 93, number 5 in 97, number 5 in 2000, and number 6 in 01. Up next, Shane Douglas. The franchise has wrestled for every major wrestling promotion in America since the 90s. He's the longest reigning ECW World Champion and most combined days as champion as well. He's one of the only 3 wrestlers to win a title in WWF, WCW, and ECW. And he's one of the one who started the ECW revolution when he threw down the NWA World title in the middle of the ring. He's a former World, Tag, Intercontinental, US, TV, and Hardcore champion. He was ranked number 20 in PWI's Top 500 in 1996, and he was ranked in both PWI's years list, number 118 as a singles wrestler, and number 82 as a tag team with Ricky Steamboat. On this channel, he has made the top 10 twice, number 7 in 1992, and number 6 in 1997. Up next, Sid Vicious. No matter if he was Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, or Psycho Sid, Sid was a force to reckon with. He was a main eventer everywhere he went and headlined some of the biggest shows in wrestling history. He's a former World and US champion. PWI awarded him the Comeback of the Year award. PWI ranked him at number 16 in their Top 500 in 1991, and he ranked number 122 on their years list of singles wrestlers. On this channel, he made the top 10 back in 1989 at number 8. And finally, Terry Taylor. And the final inductee is Terry Taylor, a journeyman who not only was a well-rounded wrestler, but also a backstage interviewer, probably best known as his stint as the Red Rooster. Taylor is a former U.S. Tag and Six-Man Tag Champion. PWI awarded him the Rookie of the Year award and was ranked number 197 in their year's list of singles wrestlers. This has been the class of 2003. Congratulations.